This is Fantasy Football Picks and Bets presented by PrizePicks on Mayo Media Network. Hey, how about you make a deposit on PrizePicks.com using code MMN or the link down in the description and get yourself a match deposit of up to $100. Smash a like and tell me your favorite prize pick while you're here as well. It doesn't matter if it's Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. We're going to try to find some ones to play each and every day, a six-pack, whatever it might be. I went a bit overboard this week. You know, it worked out well from the past few weeks with prize picks. And then my guy over at BetSperts, Connor Allen, gave out the play to end all plays last week, which was just the under smash on the Vikings. And you could play it 5 ways, and it turned out to be pretty awesome. So follow Connor Allen NFL on Twitter for some good prize picks when he sees some pretty sharp lines that he has versus the stale lines that are up on prize picks from time to time. So here's what I got cooking for you this week. So the main play that I have is going to be, it goes from Saturday and Sunday. We got Ray McLeod. Ray McLeod, more than 0.5 receiving yards. Yes, I understand that Debo is back and they're big favorites in this game, and maybe he won't touch the ball. I mean, that's certainly possible. He has covered this number in 12 of 15 games that he has played so far this season. So I do like the over on that. And Trenton Irwin, as we've seen in the late stages of the season, he just continues to be more involved in the offense. My projection has him at 12.5 receiving yards. The line on him right now is 5.5, so just boom. 200 pays 600, easy stuff, hopefully, when it comes down to it. Then I played a 4-pack to go with it. So those two, along with Elijah Mitchell, more than 38.5 rushing yards. Obviously, San Francisco, a big favorite. Wet, rainy conditions in San Francisco for that game. You would expect a lot of running, as we saw in Week 18. Like, they don't want to grind Christian McCaffrey into the ground. Now, if this turns out to be a very close game within one score, then maybe he doesn't end up getting there. However, I do see a situation where Mitchell ends up with like 10 carries or so, just average 4 yards a carry against a really bad run defense who are missing their best defensive players, and we should be good to go on that front. And then Josh Allen, 48.5 rushing yards, are going to go more than that. The worry here is that they get out by too much on the Dolphins, and then Josh Allen just doesn't have to run. Although when we get to the playoffs, we see Josh Allen take off double-digit times per game, and the quarterbacks, as opposed to running backs, obviously average a much higher yards per carry. So he's gone over this number in 5 of 6 playoff games in his career. Hopefully that continues, and I wouldn't say frigid conditions in Buffalo, but cold conditions in Buffalo. Then if you really want to jack it up and you get into a 6 play, this one's actually one of my favorites. This one was given to me actually by my BetSperts pal Ryan Noonan. Marcus Williams on Baltimore, more than 4.5 tackles and assists in a game that could be especially run heavy for the Cincinnati Bengals, especially early on. You're just going to get safeties up in the box, and if Trenton Irwin has it, that would be ideal, right? Trenton Irwin, 6-yard catch, 7-yard catch, Marcus Williams tackles him, then boom. We're correlating those two together just a little bit. And the other one that I threw in, or actually the other two, Colby Parkinson, more than 18.5 receiving yards. The projections love him. Run the Sims loves him to have like 34 receiving yards. He's beat this number basically in every game since Will Disley went down. He did this earlier in the season, disappeared halfway through the season, and in the past 3 weeks, it's been a resurgence with all the injuries on the Seattle front. In terms of the receiving game, Parkinson has just been used more often. So more than 18.5 receiving yards. He's only $2,500 on DraftKings as well, if you wanted to look at that route. And then Tony Pollard. This one's probably the riskiest one of the bunch. More than 47.5 rushing yards. I have him projected at 68 rushing yards. That's on 14 carries. Yes, I know that the front for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is quite good. Bit difficult to run on, but you do want to run off tackle on them. So really, it's Zeke who I would expect to be limited in this sense, not so much Tony Pollard. Then that's not a high threshold to hit for Pollard, although he's been very up and down, yo-yo-like with his stats that we can kind of get on board with that. And I ended up playing almost like the identical one. It's just I swapped out the Pollard one for the Josh Allen one in another 6-pack. On Friday afternoon, they were offering 30 times your money on a 6-play, so I decided to hop back into the streets on PrizePicks and end up going that way. If you want the full DraftKings breakdown for each of the slates on the Pat Mayo Experience and up on Mayo Media Network right now, if you hit the time codes on the show that I did with Tambo, then boom, it's all going to be there for you, including the Monday Night Football Showdown slate where we use the tools at runthesims.com to try to create the scenario there that we want to have. Now, you can go to runthesims.com/Mayo and get yourself a discount. The short slate showdown slates are realistically what the 10,000 simulation site is the best for. I mean, it's great for 14 game slates trying to fill out your DraftKings lineup. But if we're talking prize picks, projections, props, and small slates, that's really where the extra benefit comes from. So runthesims.com/Mayo. And once again, make that deposit on prizepicks.com. You'll get a deposit match first timers up to $100. So deposit $100. Get another 100. Man, throw it on one of these 2 plays, 6 plays, whatever it might be. And if you lose, you still get your $100, so you're good to go, all right? PrizePicks.com, code MMN, link down in the description right now. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a very profitable Super Wildcard weekend. I'll see you next time.